I just want you to go through your pre-shot routine, kind of describe what you do, kind of visualize or think about before you swing.
Okay. So, typically when I'm out, I tee my ball up.
Okay.
And I just kind of come back and off to the side a little bit.
Okay.
Because I bowl every once in a while, so
Okay.
I actually learned the pre-shot routine to bowling before I learned golf.
Okay.
So I always come off to the side a little bit and try and visualize what my shot's doing.
Okay. Are you left-eye dominant?
No, I'm right-eye dominant.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I'll come over here and kind of almost imagine myself swinging club and the ball just flying out. So I would see this one starting 10 yards right of that black pole out there and turning back into it.
Right.
So then kind of step off to the side, take a pre-shot or just one shot so it feels
I'll ask about what you think.
and then I
Generally think
set up, make sure everything's
mentally.
lined up with where I want it to start,
Okay.
and then I just let it rip.
Okay. So you hit a few shots, got through your pre-shot routine, and
Alright,
let's see what we can do.
so what I like to do with my pre-shot routine for the short game is I like to almost imagine a disc on the green, kind of the area I want to hit it.
Okay.
Depending on where or how far away I am, the size of the disc changes. So if I'm like 30 yards away, it might be more of like a 14-inch target. If it's really close, it might be like a cup that I'm trying to land it into.
Okay.
That just kind of helps me visualize where I want it to land, and then I kind of pick the trajectory based on where that target is, on how much I want the ball to roll out.
So it sounds like it's very visual.
Oh, it's very visual. I also kind of see a red dot on the green a lot of times.
Perfect. Is that visual aspect applied to the other parts of your game too? Do you like imagine your shot when you're before you hit a tee shot or approach?
Yeah, I don't imagine like a landing zone necessarily,
But
I actually kind of see it. I see it kind of like tracking.
Okay.
Actually, I see that nice little ribbon.
I like. Does your pre-shot routine vary between your driver, irons, wedges, and short game and putting at all?
Like the fairway woods and driver, I tend to keep the same. Long irons, I kind of get a little bit away from kind of like a very streamlined visualization.
Okay.
I kind of let it get a little wider because I'm not going to be able to hit 3-iron down a rope every single time.
Right.
But then with the wedges, it's one's kind of a finesse wedge. It gets a little bit between where what I do over on the short game and between irons. So I see that ribbon that I want the ball to follow, and then I kind of see an area that I want it to land.
Okay.
It's not as defined of a red dot as I see when I'm on the chipping green, though.
Perfect. So, from 80 to 110 yards, what's a respectable miss for you,
Like
feet-wise from the pin?
Or like the area that I like to hit the ball in?
Yeah, what's a respectable within the pin location?
Really, I kind of like to be within 10 feet.
Okay.
That's generally kind of the number I like to look for, because I can make quite a few 10-foot putts.
Okay.
Anything outside that, I feel like I throw a shot away, because it's like, okay, I just hit a sand wedge to 25 feet from 75 yards.
So, the acceptable miss, you said you had the idea of perfection.
Yeah.
But just like how you helped me with my putting last week.
Yeah.
And how, even though you want me to make every putt, there's an acceptable miss.
Yes.
So I know the quote-unquote perfection of making it in the hole every time.
Yeah.
What an acceptable miss in your eye?
5 yards plus or minus the distance I want to hit it.
Okay. Do you have a preferable
8 yards left or right?
8 yards left or right? So it's essentially a
pretty
small
circle.
green.
Yeah.
So pretend we're still going to that third flag right inside. Just not the distance. Is your distance going to be okay with the shot, or do you need to switch approach? So just go through your pre-shot routine. Imagine that you still have that perfection in mind, but you still have that acceptable miss. So, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the 4th hole now. So take me through your mindset on a par 5.
Get there in 2.
Okay.
That is pretty much it, regardless of where I am. There's only a few par 5s that I've ever played that I have to have the mentality of laying up with.
Okay. So on this one, just go through your normal pre-shot routine.
All right.
And then we'll, after you hit your shot, we'll kind of analyze it. I didn't look at the ball flight, but from what I heard, is that a little left?
Yes, little left and slightly off the heel.
Off the heel? Okay.
Yeah.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that shot? 10 being the highest.
I'd give that one a 7.
Okay. Are you more about the contact of the hit or more about the direction?
A little bit of both. With irons, I'm especially more about contact. With the driver, I do like the contact, but that one in the fairway, I had a good lie where it ended up.
I like the mental mindset of with the driver, just get it in play.
Yeah.
Then I've seen from the lessons, I know you're a good ball striker.
Yeah.
So having that good mindset about just get the ball in the fairway and move on. I like that. So on par 5s that you can't reach into, just imagine that. I know it's hard for you.
Yeah.
Is how do you play the second shot?
Typically to a full wedge.
Okay.
Like a full gap wedge. Finesse wedges are kind of the thorn in my side right now. I'm trying to put a lot of work in it. We've kind of addressed that a little bit with some of the games last week, but it's going to really be testing my patience because of how slow progress I've been seeing over the years in that side of my game.
All right, sounds good. So on your next shot, I want you to lay up to a full wedge shot.
All right.
And then we'll see how you go from there.
Sounds good.
So you kind of told me on the tee that you described your wedges or the finesse shots, kind of the thorn in your side.
Yes.
You want to describe that to me?
It's just really inconsistent.
Okay.
I hit the ball closer with an 8 iron in my hand than I will with a full sand wedge.
Okay.
Right now, have a gap wedge with this layup. I mishit the shot a little bit, so I'm about 10 yards short of where I'm really comfortable with that sand wedge.
I mean, with course management, usually you wouldn't want to lay up on this hole unless you get it closer up to the green. So it's kind of my bad.
Oh no.
So course management on this hole, you would hit driver and then try and get it as close to the green.
Oh yeah.
Usually.
Yeah,
Which I like that play because with this hole it there's kind of a negative factor about kind of laying up to a full wedge.
Yeah.
So on this one, just go through your pre-shot routine.
All right.
And then after you hit it, give me a scale of 1 to 10 on the shot.
All right.
Good swing.
Thank you.
Good shot.
Thank you. That's
So-
as good as I could have hit it.
So out of the rough compared to the fairway, you don't get as much spin. So how do you play wedge shots out of the rough compared to the fairway?
I just assume the ball's gonna, well, for one, fly about 5 yards further.
Okay.
That's one thing that I've noticed. And then two, it's gonna roll out probably a good 20 or 10 to 20 feet, depending on the lie or how lush the lie is. And
Right.
How low it's sitting down. So
Most
if this one had
definitely.
been sitting down, I probably would have taken a pitching wedge and landed it in front of the green and let it roll up.
Okay.
Instead of trying to fly it there like I did with this one.
Good swing though, but
Thank you.
on your next wedge shot, you're kind of bent over a little bit. So
Okay.
on the next wedge shot, just focus on kind of standing more tall at the ball.
Alright, so kind of more like this posture?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
If you need, with that, you might need to tend to take a small step back, though. It was a
Okay.
good swing, good shot. Let's
All
go
right.
make the putt.
Sounds good.